Imagine this for a moment. Why do you keep attracting the same kind of people into your life? Why do you constantly find yourself seeking validation from others just to feel like you are enough? Why does it feel like, no matter what you do, you can never quite reach a place of real happiness? If you feel stuck in relationships that slowly hurt you, if you keep looking for approval from others, if nothing ever feels like enough, it doesn't mean there is something wrong with you. It means that a part of you, the little girl or little boy inside you, is still waiting for the love they never fully received. You are still searching in other people for what was missing in your childhood. You are trying to earn love because somewhere along the way you learned that love must be earned. You keep allowing things that hurt you because deep down they feel familiar. They feel normal. But today that changes. Both women and men unconsciously relive the same emotional wounds from their childhood over and over again. As Carl Jung once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." This message is about making you aware. Because what you're about to understand can touch the deepest parts of who you are. You'll begin to see why that wound still shapes your relationships, your self-worth, and the way you treat yourself. And more importantly, you'll learn how to heal, how to break the cycle, and how to reclaim the self-love that was always meant to be yours. Stay with me, because by the end of this, you may see yourself in a completely different way. Maybe for the first time, you'll realize that you were never the problem. Now think about this. The way you were treated as a child is the way you treat yourself today. Picture a little girl standing in front of a mirror. At the beginning, she doesn't question her worth. She doesn't wonder if she deserves love. She doesn't think she has to perform, achieve, or change to be accepted. She simply exists. She laughs. She cries. She expresses herself freely. But then something changes. One day someone tells her she's too loud. Another day she cries and is told she's being dramatic. Slowly, without even realizing it, she begins to change. She starts believing her emotions are a problem. She learns that to be accepted, she has to be quiet. That to be loved, she has to behave a certain way. And little by little, she stopped looking at herself with love. Now ask yourself honestly, was that little girl you? Because what happens in childhood doesn't just disappear. It stays. It lives within you. And without realizing it, you start treating yourself the way you were once treated. If you were made to feel like you weren't enough, you still feel that way. If your worth was questioned, you now look to others to confirm it. If you learn that love requires sacrifice, you keep giving everything, hoping someone will finally choose you. And the hardest part, most of the time, you don't even realize you're acting from that wound. You just keep repeating the same pattern. You stay in relationships where you feel like you have to prove your worth. You accept less than you deserve. Because deep down it feels normal. Here's the truth. Until you clearly see this pattern, you will stay stuck in a story you didn't consciously choose. The way you love yourself today was not something you originally decided. Look at how you react when someone rejects you. Look at how you speak to yourself when you make a mistake. Look at how you feel when you see yourself in the mirror. Every harsh thought, every insecurity, you weren't born with them. They were learned. When you were too young to question anything, your mind absorbed everything around you. The love you received became the standard by which you now measure yourself. If you grew up watching love being inconsistent, you now accept unstable relationships. If you learned you had to please everyone to be loved, you lose yourself to avoid rejection. If you felt invisible, you stay where you are unseen. because the way you were treated became the way you treat yourself. And until you change that, you will keep accepting the same things over and over again. Let me tell you a story. There was once a little girl who grew up in a home where love was conditional. She was praised when she succeeded. She was accepted when she behaved. She was noticed when she met expectations. But when she struggled, when she was imperfect, when she simply needed love without earning it, she was met with silence. She grew up, but that little girl never stopped searching. She was drawn to people who made her feel small. Because that felt familiar, she stayed with people who ignored her. Because that was the version of love she understood, she fought to be chosen. Because she believed love was something you had to win. Now ask yourself again, is that girl still inside you? Why is it so hard to let go of someone who doesn't choose you? Why do you hold on to relationships where you feel not enough? Why does a small amount of attention suddenly make you feel valuable? Because it's not just you. It's the child within you still searching, still hoping, still waiting for someone to finally see them, choose them, and make them feel important. But here is the hard truth, and also the most freeing one. No one can give you what you didn't receive in childhood. You can meet the most amazing person, someone who truly loves you, and still feel empty if you haven't healed. Because the love that was missing back then cannot be filled from the outside. It can only be restored when you stop repeating the old story. Emotional attachment is often a desperate search for childhood love. As a child, all you wanted was to feel safe, loved, and protected. If you didn't receive that, your mind created survival strategies. Maybe you became a people pleaser. Maybe you became hyper-independent. Maybe you idealized anyone who gave you even a little attention. And now you're still living those patterns. Choosing people who make you prove your worth. Confusing attachment with love. Chasing emotionally unavailable partners. This is not coincidence. It is conditioning. So the real question is, how much longer will you repeat this story? How many more times will you wait for someone else to give you what no one ever did? Because that child is still within you. But now, you are the one who has to take care of them. Not your partner. Not your parents. Not life itself. You. Healing begins the moment you decide to stop treating yourself the way you were once treated. If you were made to feel not enough, start telling yourself every day that you are enough. If your worth was questioned, start proving it to yourself through your choices. If no one taught you how to love yourself, learn it now. Because if you don't, no one else can do it for you. Yes, it hurts to realize this. It's easier to believe that someone else will come and fill that void. But if you keep waiting to be saved, you will keep reliving abandonment. Healing your inner child is not about blaming the past. It's about taking responsibility for the present. Unhealed wounds become chains that tie you to your past. And freedom begins when you accept. No one is coming to rescue you. No one is coming to fix you. No one is coming to give you what you didn't receive. You are the one who can do that. Today, you can give yourself the love you always needed. You can give yourself the validation you've been searching for. You can become your own safe place. And when you truly understand this, your life changes. You were always enough. You just never fully believed it. But today that can change. Right here, right now. Say it to yourself. I am enough. Today, I give myself the love I have always needed. And this time mean it.